Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. This is iblessinghub. Alright, in this video I want to show you how to skew your text easily on Pixellab. Alright, before we get started, I need you to know what skewing means. Skewing means to distort or change directions of your elements, either your text or your shapes. Okay, so and one thing you need to note about skewing is that it doesn't work for pictures. If you try skewing your pictures, it's going to come out very horrible. So we're going to be learning in this video how to skew your text and your shapes. Okay, so let's get started. Write out the text we are. Let me just write out glory. Okay, glory. Okay, so then let's change the font to Bibas. Alright, so okay, so let me put in my grid line and centralize. But before I do centralization, let me just increase the size a bit. Okay, so turn on your relative position. So I want the text to be inside this grid line. Alright, I want the text to be inside the grid line. So let me reduce the text much more a bit. So you can see it's perfectly on the line, the grid line. This is where I want it to be. So yours doesn't have to be that way, but for the sake of the tutorial I just made it this way. So alright, so now let's get started. Okay, the first thing I'm going to be showing you as we skew our text is the perspective. This is perspective. Alright, so one thing you need to know is that before you can be able to skew your text, we're making use of perspective tool to skew this text, but before you be able to use this tool to skew your text, you need to align your grid. Your grid line needs to be properly aligned. And how do you do that?
First of all, you ensure that the grid line tool is turned on, and here it is turned.
So you click on this part of it so that you'll be able to transform the grid line, as in move the grid line, okay, to whichever way you want it. Okay, so this is, you are going to place it directly on the line, the text line, and then this also. Then I'm going to move this to this point, let's say to this point here, and then we're going to click on this one, and then we're going to add another grid line here. Yes, then you take it up. Let it to be the same line with the one underneath. I mean, the space between this and this, let it be the same with this and this. I think this is a bit too much, so let's a bit. Alright, okay, this is perfect. I think once that's done, you're going to click on your grid again, and then you enable your perspective tool. Alright, enable your perspective tool, and what I'm going to do is let's zoom in to see what we are doing properly. So look at it here. Alright, so I'm going to take this top here, this node here, we're going to take it up to the grid on top there, and make sure that it's still on the line exactly this way. You can see perfect. And then the one down also, we're going to be taking it up, make sure that it's still on this this vertical line. Let it to be still on the vertical line. So it's not yet on it. Alright, so you see this is okay, well done. Wow, this is perfect. Alright, so this is all you need to know about it. So once that is done, you're going to click on your check mark, and then let's zoom out to see what has been done. And if you want to do it much more, you want the skewing to be more obvious, let's work on it. Let's go back. And so you want it to be more obvious, you're going to do this. Go back to your grid tool. You're going to increase the spacing like this way, and let it be alright, something that looks like the same amount of spaces. Alright, go to your perspective tool. Alright, and then don't forget to zoom in so that you see what you are doing better. Alright, then can decide to increase the size. You can see how this perfect. You can see this is it. Alright, so now let's try out this same effect on multiple text. Alright, multiple text. So let's say the text I'm working with is glory copy. Glory to God. Change the font, the color of this. When you're skewing multiple text, you have to make sure that they are all merged. Alright, make sure that they are all merged. Merge the text for the elements. Alright. So once that is done, you then go on to centralize the text or the element. So once that's done, you then go to your perspective tool again. Okay, so once you have clicked on your perspective tool, you are going to click on your grid tool. Alright, the reason why we are clicking on our perspective tool first is at times your perspective tool has a way of guiding you to know the amount of spaces that would be in between the grid. Let's take for example this look inside this perspective, right? You see the spaces between boxes, between lines and all. So if you want to create your grid, you can decide to use the same amount of spaces for your grid. Alright, so let's click on our grid and make sure you align just the same way we did earlier before. So this will come here on the exact of the line, and this also on the exact of the line, and then this will go up, you can see, and then this will, you can see it's almost perfect, but I think I want it to be very much obvious, so I won't use this perspective line. I want to make it much more obvious, so you can see, let the lines in between be spaces in between be same, don't forget that. Alright, so here is it. So once that's done, click on your grid again. You can see, then you're going to enable your perspective too. But before you do that, don't forget also, I almost forgot, click on your perspective, then click on this to activate your perspective, and let your vertical lines also to be on the lines of your perspective, and this also. Okay, let's do that. So once our perspective has been enabled, then you are going to move the text. Alright, make sure that it is on the line, exactly the line. Alright, so that this, if it's not, it's going to distort. Imagine you're just putting it anyway, it won't be accurate. But what we are doing is that we're making sure that it is accurate by letting it touch the lines, both the horizontal and the vertical lines. Alright, so let's take it off a bit. And then this, take it up also. Okay, you can see this. So click on your check mark, then go to your zoom out to see better what you just did. You can see how it is right now. So let's centralize it. Okay, so it's centralized. You can see how amazing this looks right now. Okay, so what I'm going to do next is I want to show you how to skew a shape. Now let's bring in the shape we are skewing. This is, let's say something like this. Turn on your grid. Let's adjust the grid to the default grid line. Alright, so let me turn on my magnetic grid also. So this is it. This is at the center right now. So click on your check mark. That's done. So I want to skew this text, this shape you are seeing right here, by changing its direction. Alright, so what I'm going to do is just the same pattern. You click on your grid line, or you can decide to click on your perspective first. So you see the spaces in between, but I won't be using this because you can see the spaces in between these boxes, they are very 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 small. But I like my skewing to be very obvious, not that obvious though, but at least it should be obvious. So let me just go straight to my grid and then align the lines. Let the lines be covering the shape. Okay, so then take this up, and also let's add line, let's add another. Okay, so this and then this. Remember the spaces in between should be the same. Click on your grid so it won't be transforming again. Click on your grid. This is perfect right now. So you go to your perspective and then you enable, then take it up to that point where you set, and then take the down part also to the same part. You can see if you leave it this way, it won't be nice, but make sure that it's on the, you can see the vertical line, let it be on it. It's going all right. It's perfectly on it. You can see the vertically is on it, but horizontally it's not on the line horizontally. So let's make it okay. You can see. So click on your check mark, and then you can see how it is currently. Isn't it beautiful? This is awesome. Sometimes you might not need to skew your, it will be a lot of work if you skew different elements in design. It's just good for you to finish creating your design, then skew all the elements. For instance, for example, let's skew a design. So let's say we have this, I want to skew this design, I want to make it much better. And also what we're going to do is to go to the layer option, then we're going to merge all elements. Except this is our background, part of the background, and then this and this, because you can see I did not select them, but for the logo I selected it. Alright, so I'm going to do is to merge everything. So once that's done, for Pixellab, when you merge, it's kind of fades. So what I do most of the time is to copy. Once you have finished merging, copy and delete the former one. Then for the new one, you can see it's brighter now, unlike that one that was blurred because I just merged them. So before you start doing your, let's just reduce the text, let's reduce the element. So once you can see, this is the same design. So but copy again, because when you reduce your size, element size on Pixellab, it affects the sharpness. So I've deleted it. So it's the copied one you're going to work with right now. So let's bring it again to the center, centralizing it. Okay, so once that's done, go to your grid and align now. Then go to your perspective. Now go to your perspective, and then you begin to align. So okay, don't forget your zoom. Right, you can see it's fine. The zoom made it easy. Right, and the same thing for here. Take it up to perfectly fit it. You can see. So go to your zoom and see. You can see how it is right now. You can see how it is right now. So you can decide to increase the size a bit on your relative positioning. Then let's copy it, because I have increased the size to affect the. So you can see this is the same design, but it's skewed one. You can see how it is right now. Isn't this amazing? So this is how to skew your design on Pixellab. It's all you need to know about skewing your text, your shapes, multiple text and designs on Pixellab. Please don't forget to like this video. share to your friends, copy the link below this video, share to your friends, post on your status, help someone to get better at designing. Drop your comments at the comment section below, and don't forget to check the description of this video to get access to my Telegram channel, where there are various resources for you as a designer, and you can also ask your questions at the comment section. Once again, this is very important. Please subscribe to this channel and like this video. Drop your comment also at the comment section below. Alright, goodbye for now.